We are more, it's a food service business, and so we serve Caribbean meals. So one of our biggest thing is jerk chicken, rice and peas, or rice and peas is really rice and kidney beans, but in our culture we say rice and peas. And we also have tacos and pork, jerk pork, so anything that's more so spicy of nature. Yeah. So we were at the UW Stevens Point Wassa Campus Kitchen. We were there for 2 years. We literally just stopped there last October. Yeah, and we're at the kitchen and also have a food truck. So I actively still have a food truck. It's wintertime and I don't want to be outside in the cold running that. Yeah. We are all over. We're at a lot of the events within the community. We are in Stevens Point for some of the events there as well. But for you to find us quickly, you can check our social media. We post where we are, we post the schedule. So on our Facebook and Instagram and even Snapchat page, we're there. I was inspired for not having any Caribbean food or African type foods within our community, and so my children encouraged me to make sure that was something that we did, because I would cook at home all the time. I think the hardest part initially for me, and maybe even during, is funding. I think finding the right to the startup funds, and then during the business itself, trying to get more people to come in and try the food. It's pretty new. So those were two of the hardest part for me. I'm motivated, one, because I am a person of color and we don't have many persons of color within our community that has businesses. Two, my nationality and having people try the food, so new, something new. That's a big motivation. And then the other is the food is good. So I'm motivated to make sure I share what I grew up with and the goodness of what the food tastes like. I think what I would redo is the initial start of it, making sure that my plan is way more down pat, and having more financial security, I think would have been something that I would redo for sure. And finding a mentor who has possibly gone through some of the challenges that I've recognized that I've gone through, asking those questions. I ask questions, but I don't think I asked the right questions. So those are some asking questions, making sure that I was financially secured and mentally ready before I stepped into it. Oh my gosh, there's so much that I want to say. The best part is advice is find a mentor. I think when you're starting a business, find someone who may not be in the business that you're in, but they could inspire you. They could give you insight as to the businesses in general. The other thing is creating a business plan, going through, understanding what the business is going to be, the finance piece of it, and then learning about the community. Is this something that they want to see within the community? Is something that's going to make an impact and change lives? And then, what are you doing this for? What's your ultimate goal, really? Who and what is your why? I think once you think about those things, then you can move on. I think for me, the biggest goal is to motivate people of color to step out of their comfort zone to start businesses. And even though it's hard, but just to push through, the other biggest goal is to, it's always been for me to mentor young people. So on the food truck, I have lots of young people that work for me. And so teaching them those skills and how to relate with people, how to interact with the clients, and then really to learn to cook. And as always, the biggest goal is, the other goal is for folks to try something new, to try the Jamaican food, try Caribbean cuisine in general. But I think is seeing what we have, knowing that I can make a difference in the lives of people, and really being that person within the community that's willing to make a difference. My name is Janice Watson. The name of my business is A Taste of Jamaica.